Chosen one, the gift God placed in you will shock the world. Listen, chosen one, before you ever took your first breath, before your name was ever spoken on this earth, God placed within you a gift so extraordinary that even the angels took notice. It is not ordinary talent, nor is it the kind of ability that fades with time. It is eternal, divine, and tailor-made for you. This gift is not something you need to chase, search for, or borrow from others. It has been woven into the fabric of your being since the foundation of the world. And though life may have tried to bury it beneath fear, doubt, and the opinions of people, it still burns inside you like an unquenchable fire. You may not see the full measure of it yet, but heaven already sees its magnitude. The reason the journey has been so hard is because this gift is not meant to just bless you. It is meant to impact nations, shift atmospheres, and awaken hearts. And when it is revealed, the same world that overlooked you will be left in awe, wondering how someone they underestimated could carry something so powerful. But you will know it was never about you being enough. It was about God being faithful to what he planted in you. The seed of destiny is already within you, chosen one, long before you were formed in your mother's womb, long before you ever took your first step or uttered your first word. There was a divine conversation in heaven about your life. In that conversation, God did not just design your physical features or decide where you would be born. He placed within you something so precious, so rare, that it could only come from his own heart. This is the seed of destiny, the eternal gift that has been planted deep in the soil of your spirit. It is not something you need to beg for, nor is it something you must compete to obtain. It is already yours by birthright. The moment you entered this world, you carried within you the blueprint of everything you are meant to become. But here is the truth: seeds are not seen until they grow, and this is why for so long you may have felt overlooked, underestimated, or even invisible. People could not see what you carry because the seed is hidden until its appointed time of manifestation. But make no mistake, just because others cannot see it yet does not mean it is not real. The greatest trees begin as unseen seeds buried in the dark, and the darkness does not destroy them, it develops them. Your gift is not absent, it is simply in the season of germination. Every trial you have faced, every moment of confusion, every delay you thought was working against you has actually been watering the seed, strengthening its roots before it breaks the surface. This is why you have felt a pull towards something greater, an inner knowing that refuses to let you settle for an ordinary life. That voice you hear in the quiet moments telling you there is more is the echo of heaven reminding you of what you carry. And here's the powerful thing: your gift is not just for you. It was placed in you to answer a need in the world that no one else can answer the way you can. This means you are not here by accident. Your existence is an intentional response to a divine problem. God saw a gap, a need, a brokenness in the world, and instead of simply wishing it away, he formed you as the solution. That is why you feel restless in mediocrity, why you sense an ache in your soul when you try to live beneath your calling. You were never built to just survive. You were created to multiply the life that God placed within you. But here's where many chosen ones miss it. They look at their current life, their past failures, their present struggles, and they think, how can I be called if I'm still here? How can I be destined if I still feel stuck? What you must understand is that the seed does not reveal its greatness in the planting stage. In fact, when a seed is first planted, it looks like it is being buried, but in reality, it is being positioned. You are not buried, you are planted, and everything about your life right now, even the parts you don't understand, are preparing you for the moment of emergence. That is why God does not rush the process, because he knows the power of timing. If the seed pushes through the soil too early, it will not survive the storms. Likewise, if your gift is revealed too soon, without the maturity, faith, and resilience to carry it, it will be crushed under the weight of expectation. So God hides you, not to deny you, but to develop you. Every closed door was a form of divine protection. Every delay was a sacred pause to strengthen your foundation. Every heartbreak was a pruning so that your life could bear fruit that remains. And when the time comes when the roots are deep enough, when the soil has done its work, your gift will not just appear quietly. It will erupt into the open in such a way that even those who doubted you will be forced to witness the glory of God upon your life. They will wonder how you carried something so extraordinary all along, and you will know the truth. It was never about striving to become something. It was always about awakening to what you already are. The seed of destiny within you is not a possibility, it is a guarantee, because it was spoken by the one whose word cannot return void. No matter what has happened in your past, no matter who walked away, no matter how many mistakes you've made, nothing can uproot what God himself has planted. All he asks is that you believe it, nurture it, and refuse to let the world convince you that it is not there. Chosen one, the seed is in you, the gift is in you, the calling is in you, and when it blooms, it will not just change your life, it will shock the world. The world cannot see until you believe chosen one. One of the greatest mysteries of your divine calling is this: the world cannot truly see what God has placed within you until you first see it yourself. The gift, the vision, the assignment he has woven into your spirit is invisible to others until it becomes alive in your own consciousness. This is why you can speak of your dreams to some people, and they will look at you with blank eyes, as if you are speaking a language they cannot understand. It is not because the dream is small. It is because it is not yet real to you in the way it needs to be. Until you believe in the reality of what God has given you, until it becomes more than a hope and turns into an inner knowing, the world will remain blind to it. Faith is the eyes of the soul, and when you finally see yourself as God sees you, when you walk with the quiet confidence that what he has spoken is already true, everything around you begins to shift. You have to understand that the moment you believe, you are not waiting for the world to validate you. You are giving the world permission to witness the manifestation of what you carry. But if you are still doubting, if you still secretly question whether you are truly chosen, if you still look to the opinions of others to determine your worth, your gift remains like a covered light hidden from view. God will not force you to believe, he invites you into partnership. You can be chosen, appointed, anointed, and still live as though you are ordinary simply because you have not yet stepped into the truth of your identity. This is why so many gifted souls die with their potential locked inside them, not because God changed his mind, but because they never fully believed in the reality of what was already theirs. Belief is not passive, it is active agreement with heaven. It is speaking as though it is done. It is walking as though the promise has already been fulfilled. It is refusing to let present circumstances dictate eternal truth. When you believe, you change your posture, you stop begging and start thanking. You stop seeking permission from people and start moving with divine authority. And when that happens, people begin to notice. They may not even understand why they are drawn to you, why they suddenly take your words seriously, why your presence shifts the atmosphere, but it is because you have stepped into alignment with the vision God placed in you. Your inner world always precedes your outer world. Manifestation is simply the outward echo of inward faith. Think of it this way: an artist does not wait until the world approves of their work to start painting. They begin because they already see the masterpiece in their mind. In the same way, your life's calling is your canvas, and belief is the brush in your hand. The strokes you make in faith today will become the image the world sees tomorrow. But here's where many chosen ones stumble. They wait for proof before they believe. They want to see the door open before they walk forward. They want to hear applause before they perform. They want the title before they start the work. That is not how the kingdom operates. God says, believe and you will see, and not see and you will believe. When you move in faith without evidence, you activate the spiritual law that causes the unseen to become seen. Your gift will never shock the world if you are waiting for the world to validate it first. It will shock the world when you rise without warning, when you step out without their approval, when you speak and act from the place of certainty that your Father has already said yes. And in that moment, those who once doubted will be left wondering how they missed it for so long. They will not realize that nothing about you truly changed overnight. It was your belief that unlocked the visibility of what you carried all along. Belief draws the manifestation toward you like a magnet. It causes the right people to find you, the right opportunities to align, the right doors to swing open. But unbelief does the opposite. It keeps your gift hidden, not because it is gone, but because you have not yet given it permission to be seen. Chosen one, your life is not waiting for better timing, better resources, or better connections. It is waiting for your agreement. The moment you stand in the mirror and declare with conviction, "This is who I am, this is what I carry, and it is already mine," you will feel the shift. You will notice the conversations change, the invitations appear, the path clear. The gift will begin to speak for itself, not because you suddenly acquired it, but because you finally believed in it enough to let the world hear its voice. And when that happens, it will not just be the fulfillment of a personal dream, it will be the unveiling of heaven's purpose for your life, and the world will never be the same. Opposition confirms the value of your gift, chosen one. If you have ever wondered why your journey has been marked by resistance, why people have doubted you, mocked you, misunderstood you, or even tried to discredit you before you have fully stepped into your calling, you must understand this. Opposition is not a sign that you are failing. It is proof that what you carry is valuable. The enemy does not waste energy on what poses no threat. Darkness will not rise against what is empty. People do not target what is ordinary. The very fact that you have felt the weight of rejection, betrayal, jealousy, and spiritual warfare is a direct indicator that the gift God placed inside you is powerful enough to disrupt systems, break generational chains, and awaken hearts. And here's the thing, those who cannot see your gift clearly may still sense its presence, and sensing it without understanding it creates discomfort in their spirit. They do not know why you bother them, why they feel the need to compete with you, why they feel safer trying to keep you in the shadows. It is because, deep down, your very existence reminds them of their own unrealized potential, and instead of being inspired, they respond with resistance. But you must not see this as a curse. This is confirmation. This is the spiritual fingerprint that you are carrying something that matters. Imagine a vault in a bank. No one puts guards around an empty box. It is the treasure inside that determines the level of security around it. In the same way, the spiritual opposition in your life is the security that surrounds the treasure of your calling. It may come in the form of delays, misunderstandings, or people trying to undermine you, but its existence alone testifies to the weight of your assignment. And here is a secret: often, the greater the opposition, the greater the unveiling that is about to take place. This is why you cannot measure your worth by who supports you now, because many will only believe after the breakthrough. When God is about to birth something monumental through you, he will often allow resistance to purify your motives, sharpen your faith, and strengthen your spiritual backbone so that when the blessing comes, you are not swayed by applause or crushed by criticism. Opposition teaches you endurance, and endurance is the foundation of lasting impact. If every door had opened easily, if everyone had applauded you from the start, you would not have learned the depth of trust and resilience that you have now. Every no you have received was training for the yes that matters most. Every betrayal you endured was preparation for the loyalty that is coming. Every season of loneliness was designed to separate you from distractions so that the roots of your gift could grow deep. This is why you cannot respond to opposition with fear or bitterness. Instead, you must let it remind you that you are a carrier of something heaven has invested in heavily. Remember, even Jesus faced constant opposition, not because he was doing something wrong, but because the light within him was too bright for the darkness around him to ignore. And in the same way, your presence disrupts the atmosphere without you even trying. You will find that the closer you get to the moment of revealing your gift, the more intense the resistance becomes. That is not a sign to turn back, it is a sign that you are almost there. The enemy fights hardest at the gates of destiny. If you can hold your ground in the face of this pressure, you will see the very people who doubted you turn into witnesses of your breakthrough. And when your gift is finally revealed, when the world sees the magnitude of what God placed inside you, the opposition will have no choice but to serve as evidence of just how valuable you always were. Some will regret how they treated you, others will pretend they always believed, but you will know the truth. The pressure was part of the prophecy, the fire was part of the refining, the resistance was part of the revelation. Chosen one, opposition is not the enemy of your destiny, it is the confirmation of it. And when you carry this understanding in your heart, no attack, no delay, no criticism will be able to move you from the path God has set before you. You will walk forward knowing that every pushback you face is simply proof that the gift you carry is too significant to go unnoticed, and soon its unveiling will not only silence your gift will speak louder than your struggle. Chosen one, you have walked through valleys so deep that some days you wondered if you would ever see the light again. You have faced seasons where the weight of your circumstances pressed so heavily on your shoulders that it felt impossible to stand. You have endured silent battles that no one knew about, cried tears that no one saw, and carried burdens that would have broken others, and yet you are still here. You may not feel strong every day, but the fact that you have not given up is the very proof that there is something greater inside you than the pain that tried to consume you. The truth is, your struggle has been real, but it will not be the headline of your life. Your gift will. What God placed within you is so powerful, so necessary, that even your hardest seasons have been working to shape and refine it. The storms you faced were not sent to destroy you, they were designed to develop you, to prepare you for the weight of the impact your gift will make when it is fully revealed. You see, people often judge you by your present season, assuming that what they see now is all there is to your story. They notice your setbacks, your quiet seasons, your battles, and they mistake those moments for weakness or failure. But they do not realize that, in the hands of God, every trial has been an ingredient in the making of something extraordinary. Your pain has given your gift depth, your delays have given it patience, and your disappointments have given it a compassion and wisdom that cannot be taught in comfort. When your gift finally comes to full expression, it will not just bless the world because of what it is, it will bless the world because of the story it carries. It will speak louder than the betrayals, the heartbreaks, the closed doors, and the silent seasons, because it will be living proof that the God who planted it in you is faithful to bring it to completion. Understand this: the world may admire the finished product, but heaven celebrates the process. Every time you chose to keep going when quitting seemed easier, every time you prayed when you didn't see change, every time you held on to faith when you felt nothing, those were the moments your gift was being sharpened. And when the unveiling comes, the beauty of what you carry will make your past struggles look small in comparison. Your gift will open doors that years of striving could not open. It will draw opportunities, resources, and connections that you could never have orchestrated in your own strength. It will silence the voices that once doubted you, not because you sought revenge, but because God's faithfulness will be undeniable. People will see you operating in your calling, and they will wonder, how did they get here after all they went through? And the answer will not be about luck or coincidence, it will be about the unstoppable nature of what God has placed inside you. This is why you cannot despise your journey, even the painful parts, because without those valleys, your gift would not carry the same authority. Authority is not built in comfort, it is forged in fire, and every challenge you faced has been adding a weight to your gift that will allow it to touch lives in ways you can't yet imagine. Some of the very wounds you wished you could erase will become the proof that helps someone else believe they can survive their own. Your testimony will be the bridge that carries others from hopelessness to faith, from despair to destiny. And here's the most beautiful part: when your gift shines, it will not just speak for you, it will speak for the God who never left you. It will tell the world, without you having to defend yourself, that the one who began a good work in you is faithful to finish it. And it will make people who once pitied you stand in awe of the power of the God you serve. Chosen one, your struggle is not the final chapter. It is simply the setup for the moment when your gift takes center stage. When that moment comes, the impact will be so undeniable that it will overshadow every dark season you have endured. The very things that were meant to break you will become the backdrop that makes the light of your gift shine even brighter. And as you walk in the fullness of your calling, you will see that the struggles were not wasted, they were the very soil in which your gift grew. Soon, your story will be living proof that what God places inside His chosen ones is far greater than anything they will ever face, and when it is revealed, it will speak louder than any pain, louder than any loss, louder than any opposition. It will speak life, hope, and faith into the hearts of all who witness it, and it will shock the world, doubters, it will shock the world. You are not sent to blend in, but to stand out, chosen one. You were never created to blend into the background, to live quietly in the shadows, or to simply exist without leaving a mark. From the moment God breathed life into you, He set you apart not for vanity, not for self-glory, but for a divine purpose that would require you to stand out, even when it feels uncomfortable. This is why you have often felt different from those around you, why you never quite fit in no matter how hard you tried, and why certain environments felt too small for the vision God placed in your heart. You were not built to conform to the patterns of this world. You were designed to disrupt them. Your life is a divine appointment, and your gift is a message to this generation. And because of that, your journey will not look like everyone else's. While others can take shortcuts, you are led through the refining fire. While others may find immediate acceptance, you are called to seasons of isolation. While others can be satisfied with good enough. You feel an unshakable pull toward not more material things, but more impact, more truth, more of God's will being fulfilled in and through you. This separation is not punishment, it is preparation. If you looked like everyone else, talked like everyone else, and moved like everyone else, your gift would lose the unique power it was meant to carry. God has been shaping you in ways that seem strange to the natural eye, because your assignment is unlike anyone else's. And when the time comes for you to step into the fullness of it, the very things that made you feel too different will be the exact qualities that set you apart as the solution the world didn't even know it was waiting for. Standing out will not always be glamorous. There will be moments when it feels lonely, moments when people misunderstand your passion, moments when they label your confidence as arrogance or your vision as unrealistic. But you must remember their inability to see does not mean you are not sent. When Noah built the ark, he stood out in a way that made people mock him. But when the rain came, the very thing they ridiculed became the thing that saved lives. In the same way, what God has called you to will make little sense to others until the appointed time, but when that moment comes, they will see why you could never blend in. Your voice will cut through the noise, your actions will break cycles, your presence will shift atmospheres. You are meant to be a lighthouse, and a lighthouse is never built to hide among the houses. It is built high, where its light can be seen by those lost in the dark. This is why the attacks on your identity have been so intense, because if the enemy can convince you to dim your light, he can keep those assigned to you wandering without direction. But the truth is, you carry something too powerful to be hidden forever. No matter how much people try to dismiss you, no matter how much life tries to bury you in discouragement, the calling on your life will keep rising to the surface. And when it does, you will not have to fight to be noticed. Your gift will make room for you, and God Himself will place you where your light can do the most good. Standing out is not about seeking attention, it is about fulfilling your assignment. It is about living in such alignment with God's purpose that your life becomes a testimony without you even trying to explain it. And when you operate from that place, your influence will not be limited to your immediate circle. It will reach places you never imagined, touching lives you may never meet, leaving ripples that continue long after you are gone. This is why you must stop trying to shrink yourself to make others comfortable. If you tone down your light to blend in, you rob the world of the very thing God sent you to give. Your uniqueness is not a flaw to fix, it is a strategy from heaven. The way you think, the way you see the world, the way you feel compelled to move differently, all of it has been divinely orchestrated for the impact you are meant to have. And yes, it will shock the world, not because you sought to prove them wrong, but because you chose to prove God right. Chosen one, you are not here to mimic, you are here to manifest. You are not here to fade into the background. You are here to take your rightful place in the story God is telling through your life. And when you finally stop apologizing for the way he made you and step boldly into your calling, you will see doors open that you didn't even know existed. You will see lives change not because you tried to be like everyone else, but because you dared to be exactly who God created you to be. So stand tall, stand firm, and stand out, for your gift is a light that will not be hidden, and when it shines in its fullness, it will illuminate the world.